guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited about today's video because today's video is the first official video for my Preparing for IVF series. Now I wanted to do this series just because I wanted to kind of document our journey, the whole point of preparing for IVF to the point of actually doing IVF, and of course the after. Now the Preparing for IVF series is going to basically cover everything from obviously today's video of the cost, a video of how I am preparing my body for IVF. I also will talk about the IVF class and what to expect and things like that. So if you're interested in following us along on this journey, it's definitely going to be a learning process for me as well. Hit the subscribe button and follow us along. Obviously, this is our first time ever doing IVF, so there's a lot that I'm going to be learning along the way and sharing with you guys, because I know a lot of you are also on the route to IVF, which breaks my heart that so many of us have to do this, but honestly, I'm just thankful there is a way for us to hopefully get pregnant, because I don't know what I would do if there was just no hope for us. Honestly, that would probably just kill me inside. But today I wanted to go over the cost of IVF, but really quickly, just a disclaimer. I live in the great old state of Iowa in the Midwest, so I am in no way telling you that your office, wherever you live, is going to be this exact price that I have right here. It definitely will vary. I think that's pretty common sense, but I just wanted to send out a reminder. I'm in no way saying that this is what you're going to have to pay if you do IVF. It could be a lot less, it could be a lot more. A lot of factors are going to go into what you're paying. So I'm pretty sure that most of everyone will be in the same kind of ballpark range, but just to let you guys know, please don't be shocked or anything if your office is less or more than this. So I quickly want to go over the medications. I'm only going to go over the ones that my insurance does not cover. There's 12 medications the financial advisor sent to me, and of the 12, 7 were covered by insurance, and the ones that were covered were like the antibiotics they give you, the Valium, the muscle relaxer, those type things. The trigger shot also was covered. We were lucky and our insurance does cover that. So things like that were covered. More of the specialty injectable medications, those are the ones that were not covered by our insurance. So basically she sent me a fee schedule, or this price list of what to check on. So I called the pharmacy. If you're wondering, we are using Mandel's Pharmacy in New Jersey. They are super, super kind. I could not believe how nice they were on the phone, to be honest, because I actually called 2 different pharmacies when we first started this process with injectable IUI, and one of the pharmacies wasn't very nice on the phone. They kind of made me feel like I was annoying them. So Mandel's was definitely like a breath of fresh air, and they were super kind. So just a shout out to anyone from Mandel's or from New Jersey. You guys are so super nice. So the 5 medications I'm going to be going over is the GONAL, MENOPUR, CETROTIDE, progesterone oil, which is an injection, and VIVAL patches. I have no idea what some of these are used for. I know the GONAL is for stimulation, and I know progesterone oil is for after you get pregnant or in the 2-week wait up until I think 10 to 12 weeks of pregnancy, and I have no clue about the rest of them. So sorry about that. One thing I want to tell you guys is that if you use Mandel's or maybe even any pharmacy that specializes in these kind of medications, ask about a discount program. I know I can speak for Mandel's. They have a compassionate care program. Because we were military, or we are military, we get 25% off of some of the meds that apply, which we did get 25% off of 2 of the medications on this list, which takes a nice chunk of change off the price. I am very, very thankful for that. But all you have to do is fill out the form online, attach your taxes information to it, and you can qualify for up to 75% off. I believe they do go off income, or we didn't get anything discounted based off of income. We just didn't qualify for that, but we did get the military discount regardless. So even if you make too much money, if you're military, you still get that discount. So that is, I'm very, very thankful for that, because that pretty much was our only way we would have gotten a discount to begin with. So thank you, Mandel's, for offering at least that for military families. This is just a very, it's kind of like a dummy cheat sheet. It's gonna give you a really good idea. It may not be your exact numbers. I don't even know our exact numbers yet, but she said this is a really good guideline to follow. The GONAL is $1,640, but these are one of the medications that applies to the discount program. The next medication is called MENOPUR. It's $1,700. yeah. The CETROTIDE is $219, and the progesterone oil is $355, and the VIVAL patches are $58. Those are the 5 that my insurance does not cover. So the GONAL F and the CETROTIDE are the 2 medications from that list that the compassionate care program applies to. So that's really good. 25% off of $1,600 is a lot of money to me. I think it's $410 or $11. So that's a nice chunk. You guys will know though, if you watch my channel, that we actually already have 1,050 units of the GONAL F here in my home, and we already had the trigger shot here in my home, so we're actually going to save about $1,200 because we already purchased that for a previous cycle that did not work out. So all these numbers here, I will tell you guys what we're paying for the medication, but keep in mind we do get 25% off of 2 of the medications. Now the GONAL F, I'm not going to count what we've already spent on that. I guess I'll tell you guys both ways, but for all the medications here, the 5 that weren't covered, our total out of pocket is going to be, watch out baby, $2,652.25. If we did not have the GONAL F here at our house already, it would be about $3,881. So definitely a nice chunk already taken off because we already have spent that money on that. So if you have a military discount, then you're probably looking at about $4,000. Now, I'm just going to assume that a lot of the other medications on the list are covered because our insurance covered them, because they're all pretty like basic everyday medications. So just the specialty ones are the ones that I'm talking about today. So we'll put those numbers aside and talk about the actual IVF process. So I'm going to just let you guys know that the pre-testing here on this list, my insurance actually does cover. The pre-testing being labs on day 3, the sonohystogram, which pretty much is like I guess it's a sonohystogram. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but they also do like a trial transfer, and that's done on between day 6 and 13 of your cycle. And then the IVF lab test, which are like the hepatitis and HIV screens. So those 3 tests alone are $1,900. But my insurance does cover all of those. So I'm actually going to take that out of the number, but I will tell you the number because not everyone may have coverage for the pre-tests. But baseline day for all those labs is $550. The start of simulation with the ultrasounds and lab work is $2,200. Egg retrieval day is $5,955. My dog just came inside and she is crazy. Embryo transfer day is $2,200. And there are possible additional charges that she added on here, but those prices are for the storage fee for your embryo, so I won't include those in this video because that's not included in the base price. So with all the prices included, including the pre-testing if it's not covered, the price of IVF in my clinic is $10,905. Now, since our pre-tests are covered personally, we're going to be spending about $9,000 for it, which I feel pretty good about. I'm glad they at least cover something. I mean, I guess something's better than nothing. I'm jealous of all of you guys who say that you work at Starbucks and IVF is covered. Like, I'm so jealous. I definitely want to be a barista part-time now because it would be so helpful if I had insurance that covered this. But adding in the cost of the medications, I'm just going to say that IVF is an even $9,000. I think it's like $9,000 and some odd dollars. But adding the cost of IVF without the tests, pre-tests, because they're covered in our case, so the cost of the medication, our total cost for IVF is going to be $11,652.25. Now, this is if we don't get genetic testing. We have the option, well, everyone has the option to get genetic testing done, and it's really personal preference if you get it. They may try to talk you into it or out of it. We are still discussing it. There are 3 reasons why people get genetic testing or PGS, at least according to my financial advisor. They said that. She said most of the time people do it for 3 reasons. The one being if you have recurrent miscarriages, the second being with a super low sperm count. I forget what threshold they mean by super low. My husband had low sperm count, but vitamins fixed it, and now it's like up to 100 million almost, so that's great. So we don't really qualify, or really, that doesn't really apply to us anymore. And then the third thing being, if you want to know the gender. If they do this testing, they will know the gender of the embryos. Now you can do it and tell them you don't want to know the gender, but if you're someone that wants, say, a certain gender put in, then this testing will allow you to know what gender you're doing. It's really personal preference. I honestly don't care either way. It's your personal preference. No shame if you want to put the right gender in. It doesn't bother me, but just personally, we don't want to do that. So we're not going to be doing the genetic testing for that reason, but we might still do it for other reasons. And I will let you guys know if we end up doing it. If we ended up doing genetic testing, it would be a little over $16,500. So we're looking at either spending $11,500 or $16,500. To me, it's priceless to have a child, and you know, it's just, I don't know how you put a price on a baby, but apparently IVF does put a price on a baby because it's a very steep price. So pretty much that's everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I do feel like we're very lucky to have the discount of 25% for being military, and hopefully a lot of you guys who do apply for discount programs, maybe you can get even a bigger discount. I don't know. I'm interested to know though, if you guys can do me a favor in the comments, if you have done IVF or are doing IVF or have priced out IVF, I would like to know what state you live in and how much it costs, because it might help other people that are subscribers to my channel. Maybe they live in California and so do you, and you know how much it would cost. Put it in the comments to be a reference for someone else. And two, I'm really curious to see what the price differences are when you're comparing one to the other. Just keep all those little things in mind. This is only our personal experience and what our situation is. I hope that some of you are able to get it cheaper where you live, or maybe one of your offices offers micro IVF, which I hear is just a little bit cheaper. And I'm not 100% sure what the difference is. Hey, we're gonna have a camera malfunction here really quick. But check into your options definitely. It's definitely overwhelming to go from a $400, almost $500 IUI to paying thousands for IVF. Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, but human life is just so precious, and I love being a mother. Say hi.
Hi, Ma, I got a new wheel toy. This is a new one.
So, I mean, to me, there's just no, you can't put a price on a child's life, and I love being a mom. I'm not done wanting to be a mom. We definitely want to have 2 more children. We talked about it the other night. We didn't know if it was 1 or 2. We definitely want 2 more. I would like to end up with twins with IVF. If not, I at least hope if I end up with 1 baby that we have 1 left over that we can transfer at a later time. Yes, I will put it on in just a minute, okay? So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helps you. And if you want to stay tuned for our IVF journey, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.